Welcome to the Behind the Vision podcast. This is a movement culture special with Devin, one of the creators, sharing all you need to know for the upcoming event. Hope you enjoy the show. Movement Culture 002. When is it? Where is it? And what's new?
002. Thought it was 002.
002.
002 sounds so weird. That's so hard for anyone to say.
Movement Culture 002.
002. What was the question again? I was too focused on that.
Nice. When is it? Where is it? And what's new?
Heck yeah. So next Movement Culture event is on April 7th, 2 weeks from today, the day we're recording it, not the day this is released. And it is at Royal Foundry, same place it was supposed to be last time in January. Super awesome location, just like not super far from where we're at here in North Loop. And yeah, it's huge. It's a massive place. I think compared to Able Brewing, we're maybe able to fit like 230 people in there max. And Royal Foundry, don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly sure it's closer to like 500 people, which is awesome because it'll leave us with room to expand into the future and hopefully partner with them long term. So we don't have to hunt for new locations as we grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Royal Foundry is a sick place. I think they have like a bowling alley in there.
Yeah,
what else do they have in there?
Yeah, so basically it's like a British distillery. So it's all Britain themed. They have like their own form of bowling. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's slightly different. They have like beanbags, they have ping pong, they have badminton, right? Is that the game where it's like the little...
I think so.
Yeah. And then they have like this bike racing track outside too. I don't know if I told you that, but right outside they have like this big bike racing track.
Well, they supply the bikes.
I was gonna say maybe for a future. No, they don't. But maybe for a future movement culture event, we have a little bike race action. You know,
that would be sick.
And then what is new at this event? I think you asked as well. The main thing that's new at this event, besides location, is the Movement Minute. Movement Minute, essentially a live Shark Tank. We're gonna give, I think, 3 businesses 1 minute to pitch their business. The audience gets to vote right on their phone. We're renting a stage and everything. So we're going to have a big stage, DJ on the stage, big slideshow in the back, big projector in the back. And everyone can get out in front of the stage, watch people, pitch their business just like a Shark Tank. And then at the end, the audience can go on their phone and vote for the winner. And then the winner gets to take home $1,000. To help fund their business and get their business off the ground and kind of just help boost them into starting their own business and getting things rolling. So
yeah, it's going to be super cool to see come to life because it's been something that we've talked about for like months, trying to take like this Shark Tank concept and merge it into the movement culture events. And, like our probably biggest worry is like just hoping that individuals will be able to sign up for the event, but also just be comfortable with speaking in front of people. Because that's also something that I know we talked about it, I think, before we were about to do the event in January, is like being able to give those individuals that will be presenting like some type of resource.
Or guidance.
Yeah, some guidance to like pitching and speaking in front of individuals and being able to pitch your business within 1 minute.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because it's challenging to speak in front of people. And I spoke the first time I spoke in front of like a large group was at the last Movement Culture event. So it is freaking terrifying. But at the end of the day, these are people who are pitching like their entrepreneurial idea or their business. And there's going to be a lot of things, like when you start a business, there's going to be a lot of things that scare you. So this is just another thing that is going to scare you along the way of starting your own business. And it's going to be good to like overcome that. And it's going to be good to overcome many difficulties that will come with just running a business and starting a business. So
what was the advice that you were given before presenting for movement culture?
Yeah. So the advice I was given, because I mean, like many other people, was terrified of public speaking, and I wanted to throw up at the last movement culture event right before I had to like say a little spiel. And there's about 200 people there, so it was pretty terrifying. And my buddy Nate at Sticky Albums, I talked to him and was telling him how I was feeling about it beforehand, maybe a week prior, and he had told me, he said, talk to individuals in the audience. So instead of talking to like this massive audience, look individuals in the eyes and like talk to those individuals. So first thing I did was I looked at the people I knew in the audience. I looked at my girlfriend Tia, I looked at my family, I looked at Austin, I looked at the people I knew in the audience, and that helped me become comfortable with speaking. And then from there, I was able to, look at other people within the audience after I was comfortable. But that really helped because it didn't feel like I was talking to this big group. It just felt like I was talking to that individual. I think the scariest part is just right away having to get everyone's attention, and right away you're going to have those nerves. But if you can just push through the first 5 seconds, literally the first 5 to 10 seconds, you're going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Was another tip to have what you were going to say like already kind of created in your mind instead of just trying to like go up there and...
Totally. Yeah. I mean, you have to have a plan, because if you don't, especially pitching your business in 1 minute, I mean, you have 1 minute. You don't have much time. You better have a dialed in plan on how you're going to execute that, how you're going to impress the audience, how you're going to explain to people what your business actually is, how you're going to explain to people why this is a great business idea, and how you plan on executing it, what you're going to do with that $1,000, all this amazing stuff you can be talking about. And you only have 1 minute. So you're going to have to prepare. And any public speaking, I would say, preparing at least some sort of layout or agenda in which the different things you want to cover is super important. But yeah, I mean, I remember I even forgot some things. I remember Kinfu was performing and I forgot to bring him on after. Oh. I was like walking away, and then Jeremy was like, hey, are you going to bring on Kinfu? And I was like, oh yeah, got to do that. Like, things are just moving so fast in your head, it's easy to forget different things you're supposed to say and do.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any recommendations for people that are going to be presenting for Movement Minute? Like, watch some Shark Tank. What else would you recommend? Maybe if you were to go up there and present for Movement Minute, what would kind of your outline look like?
Man, I think, just looking at different Shark Tanks, I'm a huge Shark Tank fan. And the one thing you have to do if you want to win this thing, like, let's talk about what do you got to do to actually win this thing. So if you are lucky enough to actually be able to present your business, because we're only going to let probably about 3 businesses present. If you're lucky enough to have that opportunity, you better come ready and do something unique and do something that's going to wow the audience, because you're presenting in front of an audience. This is actually different than Shark Tank, because Shark Tank, I mean, you're trying to win over one individual who's going to give you a lot of money. The audience in this case isn't the one giving you the money. We are. So you got to do something just to wow the audience, because the audience is the one voting. So do something that's going to like catch the audience's attention and really give them that wow factor where they're going to be like, this is the guy. And also, I think the second biggest thing is selling yourself, because you hear they talk about it in Shark Tank all the time, or just like any investors there. A lot of times they're investing in the individual, not the business. So they need to know that you're going to win, that you're going to work hard, that you're going to put in what it takes to make sure your business succeeds. On top of the good idea, selling yourself within your pitch as well is going to be super important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Super pumped for Movement Culture 002. I said 002 again. Devin wants me to say 002.
I don't mind if you say 002. It just sounds... What are you, an owl? Oh. Like, I just think it doesn't roll off the tongue super well, but yeah, that's all right. What's your favorite? What are you most excited about? I mean, we're announcing it here in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I think I'm just ready to get back into like events and getting outside, talking with other people. Cause I mean, we were traveling for like a month, but I feel like the last few months, it just hasn't really been like a ton going on in Minneapolis, and being able to, I mean, we haven't hosted a movement culture event for months, so being able to get it back up and going again is going to be awesome, and just connecting with people that we know that we don't see often will be fun. Be good to connect with them again.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a blast. I mean, yeah, the goal is now that, you know, mandates are lifted up here in Minneapolis, we're ready to roll. Like, let's start doing these events one after another and really start putting them out there. We obviously had some things go wrong at the last event we had planned, and we ran into some roadblocks, and that's why we had to push it back. But I believe everything happens for a reason. I feel like we're more prepared to make this an even better experience than the last event. And we've had more time to commit to it and make it even better. So yeah, I'm super pumped about that.
Yeah, this one's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're also going to have a custom drink as well.
Oh, that's right.
Did
you make that yet?
They're working on it right now, actually, at the Royal Foundry. So we're going to have a custom movement culture drink that you're going to be able to get at our event. And you can find Austin and I, or Jeff, or Jeremy. Jeff's not going to be there, actually, but we'll have some drink tokens we'll be handing out. Give a couple of you some free drinks. If you bring up the podcast, I guess
we'll get you free drinks as long as we still have tokens. So you have to get to us fast.
Find us early and just bring up the podcast, and we'll give you a little wooden token that will get you a free movement culture drink. So
yes. How are they making the drink? Like, did you tell them information about like the event, and then are they gonna kind of concoct it in a certain way? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
Decoration.
It's super interesting. I mean, they're artists, right? So I send them our brand style guide, so they have the colors and like the overall vibe of the brand, as well as some of the wording that we use in our brand. And they check out our social media and kind of figure out the audience as well as the overall vibe of our brand, and they're able to curate a drink that essentially is movement culture.
Is it going to be like a very decorative drink, or is it going to be like rum and coke? Here you go.
No. It's definitely like, it's got to have our colors in it. I don't know what it is yet. They're working on it right now. I don't know what it is. So, but it better be cool, and I have no doubt Royal Foundry will kill it and produce a good drink. And yeah, I mean, I hope it's something like, I like fruity, you know, give me something with a lot of sugar in it. You know, and our colors are bright and colorful. So I don't doubt it'll probably be like a sweet, like sugary cocktail.
Nice.
You know, totally my style.
Yo, they should put some of those like, what are like those little gummies, like the sugar coated fruit looking gummies. Look like oranges or something.
Yeah.
I mean, to toss some like sugar candy. Cool.
Austin's old school. Austin likes his Captain Cokes. Every now and then. Was that you drink?
Nah, dude, I'm trying to figure out if it's gonna be cool or not. You know.
Oh man. Nice.
That'd be awesome though. Well, I hope we get a sample. Like, are we gonna be able to sample it before we serve it to everyone?
I hope so. I mean, probably should, right?
Yeah.
The event's in 2 weeks. We got a lot to do. We got to get a DJ locked down, and we gotta get the stage fully booked and all this stuff. So we got stuff to do, but yeah, we can go there next Thursday and test out some drinks. And I do want Jeff to test it out because I want him to name the drink. So
yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Come up with some funny names. Hustle Juice.
Yeah.
Heck no, dude.
Hustle Juice. That'd be awesome.
No. So cringy. Oh my gosh, dude. No, it'll be good though, man. I'm excited, and I think I just hope everyone from the last event, everyone had a really good time. So I hope to see them there at this next one, and I hope everyone that was at the last one also brings a friend or a couple friends and rolls in with a squad. And we obviously have a promotion. Is it you get 4 tickets for the price of 3 or something like that?
Buy 5 tickets for the price of 4.
5 tickets for the price of 4. So, get a group of people together, come with some friends, make some more fun. But if you come with friends, don't hang out with those friends the whole time. I mean, you can, but also go around, meet new people. That's what it's all about. And yeah, I know it can be intimidating to come to events sometimes, especially if you feel like you might not know anyone there. But trust me, you'll probably run into someone you know, or you'll meet someone who you're going to become really good friends with. So that's all I would say is just step out of your comfort zone a little bit, come to the event, have a good time. That's the thing. Like everyone that's coming to an event like this wants to meet new people and is curious about other people, as well as just like they're excited to get out and meet new people, especially now more than ever. So there's nothing to be afraid of or anything like that. It's simply just, it's going to be a blast. So
yeah. And if you're nervous about going up and talking to people, just have like your one sentence or question that you ask people when you go up and talk to them. Like, hey, like what brought you here to like movement culture? Like, how'd you hear about it? Or like, what were you up to today? Or something like that. Like it could be like super general questions about like the event or how their day was. Cause I mean, we don't really want, or I guess it's not, if you just go up and like, oh, what do you do for work? Like I feel like that's not the intent of movement culture. Like,
no,
we want to figure out like how your day was, what you're up to. Doesn't even have to be work related. It could be what you're doing in like your life. How you became interested in movement culture and just figuring out like what motivates people and what they're trying to do within the city of Minneapolis and maybe the world. So,
yeah. And if you really want a conversation started, just go up to them, and this would be a great one. Just go up to them and be like, man, isn't this the best event you've ever been to or what? And that'll get the conversation going. No, but honestly, I like what you said. Like, this isn't a networking group. It just isn't. So it's not all about work, and it's not all about your career. Sometimes it's just about being surrounded by really awesome people. And don't get me wrong, like Austin and I, we're workaholics as well. We get it. We love talking about work and what we're up to and stuff, but there's other things to chat about as well. And I want to encourage everyone who comes to the event just to, chat about other things besides work. So,
yeah. I want to talk a little bit about kind of what we're ideating around for the next movement culture event, 003. We're trying to do that one possibly late May.
Is it earlier or
sometime in May?
Yeah.
Sometime in May. We are trying to do it before VCon, which is Gary V's event that he's hosting from Friday to Sunday, and we're going to try to do it on that Thursday. We're really trying to get a cool group of people at this one, hopefully getting some people that are coming from VCon, because a lot of people that are coming to VCon will be coming in there that Thursday, and we are trying to host that event on that Thursday. And that's kind of all we have, I think, kind of planned right now. Is just like an ideal date. And then we're going to be kind of ideating around what we want that event to look like.
Totally. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I mean, we want to do as many of these as we can, and I think that's a great time to do the third one, to bring in a whole new audience as well. And that'll be awesome if we can get Mr. Vaynerchuk there.
We want Gary V at Movement Culture 003. That's what we want to have happen.
Yeah, totally.
So if anyone's listening to the podcast, you can help us make it happen. Let us know. Reach out to us on like Instagram if you know any connections. Yep. But that would be cool to see.
Heck yeah.
Also, just wanted to check quick on like where Devin and I see the value of just like events in themselves. Because Devin and I, we met through an event, and it was a creators meetup that I was hosting through Evernorth, and it was the weirdest meetup, really weird meetup. So basically it was a photographer creative meetup where it was in Duluth, and we were going to drive up to North Shore and take like photos and just like basically hang out. And so I was promoting on social media. I had my other buddy, Jalen, who was at the event with me as well. So I wasn't by myself, and he was helping out with the event. And I think Devin was the only one that showed up to that event, and he drove all the way from Minneapolis to Duluth to come to it. And that's literally the first time that we met in person, was for that event. So you never know who you're going to meet at events, and they could be the friends that you'll keep in contact with for the rest of your life, which is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, you said it perfectly. You never know who you're going to run into at this type of an event, or who you're going to meet. You can meet your, you can meet a new best friend. You can meet a future business partner. You could meet someone that you're going to collaborate within something. Now you can meet someone that, who knows? I mean, at events like this, it attracts a crowd that has a lot in common. The whole crowd will have a lot of things in common. So it's cool because you get to surround yourself with a ton of people that enjoy the same things you do. They're kind of in the same bubble as you are. And yeah, it can be super fun to, just meet a ton of awesome people. So, I mean, yeah, it's what's interesting about like the whole, like us throwing in-person events, movement culture events, right, is the world is so much going digital, right? Every meeting is on Zoom now. Every event is literally online, digital. So many of the events now are just online, or there's different communities online, different chats, different communities built throughout online. And that's awesome. And I think that's great, but that does not, like, we want to double down on in-person events, and we want to keep doing things here in the real world, like real life world. And like, we want to continue to get people to get out of their homes and go hang out with each other. It's like not in the metaverse,
Yeah, it's a big thing that we crave as humans, is like having a community of people that we can go to, feel supported by, connect with. And you can't really get that in the digital world because you can't feel that connection super well. I mean, you're communicating through like digital devices and you can see faces and stuff. But when you're in the presence of other people, you can like feel that energy, and you can feel that connection with others, which is why we want to do these events. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Yep. Let's keep stay in the real world a little longer.
Yes. not fully in the meta.
Yeah.
Yet, but
nice. Awesome, man.
Sweet. Well, to wrap it up, Devin and I, we just want to keep this short, kind of just give a little background to the up and coming event. And tickets are going to be launching on 31st. The Thursday when this podcast drops, which will be Monday. If you have any questions about the event, reach out to Movement Culture MN on Instagram or any of us. Happy to answer any questions you have. And then also feedback on the event. When you go to the event, we're going to keep you up to date on social media, through email and SMS if you're subscribed. And we want to hear your feedback on the event because we want to make the next event even better than the event that you were at. So we just appreciate any feedback you share with us because we want it to be something that we're continually improving.
Heck yeah. Absolutely. Sweet.
Sick.
See you all there.
Yeah, hope to see you there.
Let's go. Nice.